What's up, guys? Quick little video sharing with you guys and a meditation tip, right? Haven't made a video on meditation for some time, and that's because I just pretty much do it. I haven't been really trying out new things in meditation that much. But a friend of mine showed me an app a couple months ago, or maybe a couple of weeks. I'm not even sure. Um, and I liked it from day one. Usually, I'm not really getting into this whole phase of all these apps that are coming out for meditation. But this is one I tried out, and this shit is really powerful. Okay, so I wanted to make this video to share with you guys my experience with this. All right, so let me start here with a little bit of background. When I started meditating, or somewhere in the middle, right, there was a time when I realized that it doesn't have to be completely silent. Meaning that, a lot of times people think that it has to be completely silent and you meditate, right? Maybe it helps, especially if you're not using any kind of binaural beats, maybe that would help. But what I found in my experience is that I would be meditating, and then if there is some kind of noise that comes, like, let's say like somebody just walked in, okay, like in another apartment, or a door just shut downstairs, whatever it is, some distant noise, it would bring me back to my meditation, right? Let's say I started, I'm going to meditate 10 minutes, okay? And it's like 5 minutes in, and my willpower is sort of dropping, meaning that I'm chasing thoughts for a longer time, right? Instead of coming back to my breath right away. If that noise happened, I get reminded right then and there that, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be focusing on the thought. This is why this whole thing I'm doing is because of that, right? And it would help me. And that happened so much time. I remember thinking constantly that, oh, if there's a way for me to switch up the tune, it'll help a lot, right? Because that's what binaural beats was doing. Other than the actual, binaural beats, how it helps you and stuff. The other thing that was helping me, certain tracks, and I linked to it in my last video about meditation, which is a while ago. But certain tracks there, the tune changes, right? So the binaural beat stays the same, I believe. Usually they're 432, that frequency. It's one of the frequencies I like. But the tune would switch up. So if the tune was going on the same way after 5 minutes, the tune would switch up. And as soon as that tune switched up, I remember that those specific tracks where the tune switched up towards the minute or 5 minutes, it would bring me back to my meditation. I would have better sessions, right? Then I used to think like, damn, this really works. So when my friend showed me this app, I didn't find this feature right away, but it's called Insight Timer. This thing, you could literally put intervals of bells, right? And you guys can choose between the bells, and that the bell has a history of itself. Whatever it is, any sound could work, but I think the bell works a little bit better because of the nature of the bell, whatever it is you want to call it. But the point is, you can set it to intervals. Every minute on the dot, it will ring once. So basically, even if you're a beginner, okay, and you're just having trouble going, keeping your focus on the breath, at least, at the very minimum, at least once every minute, you'd come back to focus, right? So you could think of it, if you do a 10-minute session, at the very least, I'm talking about like, you can't, at the very least, every time the bell rings, if you were to focus back on your breath, you do 10 repetitions, right? I've said this before. It's not about, especially in the beginning, it's not about staying on the breath the whole time, because that's very difficult. It's almost impossible, I think. But it's about how many times you get off, because that's natural, and you come back. That you can count as a rep, right? And you'll realize, even if you do that constantly and you can come back to it, and you have a session that you lost your focus for lots of times, you'd still feel better. You'd still feel the benefits of meditation, even if you fell off and came back, because of so many times you came back on the horse, you could say, right? And this kind of guarantees that. So try this shit out. I think it's it's one of those things where the apps really amaze me. There's not many apps like that, but this is really one of them where I'm like, damn, fuck yeah, good shit, guys. Technology, helping. All right. So I'll put a link in the no, I won't actually. Insight Timer. That's what it's called.